Hey everyone, welcome back to another speed build on my channel. Today I am building the Honeymoon Hideaway, which is a vacation destination in Granite Falls. And as the name suggests, it is a honeymoon getaway destination for your newlywed Sims. So yeah, I thought of this idea. I thought it would be cool to build because I do have some Sims that are waiting to get married, so I thought this would be a really cool thing to do. Just build, like a little one-bedroom cabin, just, for a couple of days to get away from, the daily grind of life. So yeah, so this is that build, and I hope you guys enjoy. It's a cabin-inspired build because it is very similar to the rest of the ones that are in Granite Falls. I wanted to keep it, close to the style of the rest of them. So, like I said, it is a cabin kind of thing. So it's just a small, cozy, warm cabin build, and it's really nice, and I like how it turned out. It's a new style of building for me. I don't usually build stuff like this, but I like going out of my comfort zone, and I really like how the final thing turned out. So yeah, also today I want to tell you guys a story because I like listening to story times, okay, and I feel like just talking about the build for 15 or so minutes is, I don't know, it can get a bit boring by like the middle of it. So I thought I'd tell you guys a story about the time it's like kind of two stories in one almost. It's the time I cut my tongue. It's lovely, really nice. I hope you guys enjoy. But yeah, it's not nice. It's gross, but whatever. So I'll just start at the beginning, I guess. So I was about 10 or so years old. I think I was like 10 or 11 years old at this time. I'm 16 now, by the way, so this was a number of years ago. I'm completely fine now. I was not fine at the time, but I'm completely fine now. So as I said, I was about 10 or 11, so this is like 2010, 2012-ish, 2010, 2011-ish, around there. And we were in, like, me and my family were in, like, this, we were on holiday, basically, staying at a friend's, area, should we say, a friend's house, their land area. This doesn't make any sense, but if you knew what I was talking about, it does make sense. Anyway, whatever, we were staying with a friend. Yeah, okay. So there's, it's like this lake, and there's a couple of different houses, so we know like 2 or 3 of the people who, the families who live on this mass of land, shall we call it. So we were staying at one friend's place, and me and my brother went over to the other area, the other house, on like the other end of the lake. It's like it's like halfway down. It's a long lake, but yeah, it's like halfway down. So we were walking. We had gotten there. Me and my brother had gotten there. The story starts around there. So we were at this other area, and they had a trampoline. So there was like, I don't even know, I think there were like 5 or 6 kids, and we were all like, hey, let's go on the trampoline. Great idea, let's all bounce on the trampoline at once. That's never a good idea, by the way. You can get seriously hurt, as I did, as I'm telling you this story. So I'm pretty sure you can kind of guess what's gonna happen. We were all bouncing on this trampoline, and I don't know if you guys know about double bouncing. I don't know if that's just what we call it here in New Zealand, but it's like when one of the people jumping on the trampoline lands and someone else is also in the air, and they land right after them, they get bounced like twice as high, and it's quite dangerous sometimes. I've had friends who've, like been bounced quite high and, fell off and hurt themselves quite bad. So yeah, it's never a good thing to do. So, as you can imagine, where the story's going, I was bouncing on the trampoline with like 4 other people, and I've never done that since then, since this story, because of the horrors that have happened to me since, from this. It scarred me for life, guys. But yeah, so we were bouncing on this trampoline, and the trampoline, the other kids, yeah, they were bouncing, I was bouncing. I landed right after someone else. I don't really remember much of what happened. I didn't pass out or anything, so it's not dramatic or anything like that. I didn't, get knocked out or anything, but someone landed right before I did. I landed, my knee went up to my mouth as I landed, and I landed kind of like in a ball, and my knee hit my jaw underneath my chin, and from that, my teeth went right through my tongue on one side. I know, I told you guys this was a gruesome story, a graphic, gross story, but that's what happened. My teeth went through my tongue on the left side of my mouth, and I still have a flap there from this day, and I couldn't talk, I don't think. It just, oh my god, it was the worst pain, it was the most painful experience of my entire life, I swear. It was so painful. When you bite your tongue, how that hurts and you feel like you've bitten through your tongue? Well, I actually did bite through my tongue. Oh my god, it's like biting your tongue, but 10 times more painful than that, if you can even imagine. If you can even fathom how painful that would be, that is how I felt. That is how painful this experience was. It was so, so painful. Oh my god. It was so painful. I'll give you this kind of, how do you say it? Like a, relation thing. What am I trying to say? Like a scale. There we go. Scale of like how painful it was. I couldn't talk. No, I could talk, I think the day after, but I was kind of slurring a little bit because my tongue was still quite sore, but I couldn't eat. I couldn't eat for about 3 days after. I couldn't chew anything. Like, I could swallow. I could, drink water and everything, but I couldn't eat. I couldn't eat anything but, like soup. Because it was that freaking painful. Oh my lord, it hurt so much. I cannot emphasize that much. I cannot emphasize that point enough of how painful this was, okay? But yeah, anyway, so that's the first story. It's that painful, and it was that bad that I still have a flap on the side of my tongue. It doesn't hurt anymore. It's like a dead piece of my tongue almost, but it's kind of not. It's just like a flap, like part of my tongue is just, it's weird. So yeah, you're welcome. If you like graphic gross stories, there you go. That's one for you. And if you don't like graphic gross stories, here's another story. This is just a quick story. But I think about the day after this happened, or the, 2 days after this happened, or whatever, me and my family, me and my family, we went out for lunch, I think it was, or like morning tea or whatever. I think I got like a brownie, but I couldn't eat it. But that part's not relevant to the story. I don't know why I said that. But I couldn't eat it because my tongue hurt that badly, but I wanted to eat it so badly. That's the worst thing ever, when it's like your mouth or something hurts badly, but like if you've gotten like teeth removed at the dentist or something like that, and you can't eat, and you want to eat, it's like torture. Even more torture than going to the dentist after, But yeah, so I couldn't eat. And yeah, and it was like this pottery place. So after we'd finished eating, or everyone else had finished eating, and I'd finished staring at my food and crying internally, we went into the pottery area and looked at the little ornaments and stuff. And I found this little sheep thing. And if you know anything about New Zealand, there's like, I think there's, I don't know what the ratio is, but I think there's like 10 sheep for every one person in New Zealand. That's like the population of sheep to human ratio here. We only have a population of, I think it's like 4.7 million or something like that. But yeah, we have a really small population here. So, and there's like a crap ton of sheep. So yeah, there you go. If you want to know what New Zealand's like, not that many people and a lot of sheep, which I like it here because I don't like people. Okay. Anyway, so that, yeah, the pottery place, we went in there and there was like this little sheep thing, and the bungee jump was invented here, so it was like this little sheep bungee thing. It was like a ceramic pottery clay type sheep thing hanging from a spring, from a long spring, if you can imagine that, and then it's got a hook at the end of the spring, so like you can hook it up on something and the sheep just kind of like dangles and kind of bounces almost. Yeah, so if you kind of if you can kind of imagine that. But I picked this sheep up, I was bouncing it, and the friggin' hook on the sheep, the hook that, well, the part that attached the spring to the sheep broke. The sheep dropped and it broke on the ground. And my mum had already walked out of the store. So I started crying and I ran out to my mum and I was like, well, I broke it. And she's, yeah, that was the end of that story. But yeah, I mean, that general time of my life really sucked. Because it was literally, I'd freaking like dissected my tongue in my own mouth, which was disgusting, and I'd also broken something in a shop. That's the first time and last time I've ever done that, well, so far in my life. I've never done that before, so that was kind of pretty traumatic because I'm not a bad child. I wasn't a bad child. I was always very good. I would never break any rules. I still don't. Rules are there for a reason, people. You don't break them. You know, rules are there to protect you. That's how I feel anyway. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed my little stories. We are nearly at the end of the build, guys. So yeah, I'm just kind of doing the backyard quotation marks area. But yeah, I like this build. Like I said earlier, I like it. I put in this little tree stump seat out there. I'm just kind of doing a bit of landscaping, the paths and stuff, and we're pretty much at the end now. I did put a lot of plants and everything, and I also realized I forgot a dining table, so I just chucked that in really quick. I wanted to make the area outside a bit bigger, so I moved over the bathroom, and the old grill disappeared. Also quotation marks, it disappeared, but it actually didn't disappear. It's in the shower. Yeah, I didn't realize that until I was taking the screenshots. So you might be able to see that in the screenshots. I'm not sure, but if you can see that, then when you download this and put it in your game, just remember to take the grill out of the shower, okay? Please be my friend and take out the grill. So I'm just adding the lot traits here and everything. So now we're on to the screenshots. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like down below. Comment down below what you would like to see next. And if you have any other suggestions, also comment them down below. And if you are new to my channel, please click that red subscribe button down below to join the Kiwi clan. And I will see you guys at my next video. Bye guys!